the end of last month, I tested and reviewed with my family the Toyota Grand Highlander with the Hybrid Max and the Platinum trim. It made it on my spreadsheet as a A-tier vehicle. Great powertrain, smooth. How much power you get, it's pretty efficient. Great space on the inside, good ergonomics for family and for usability from the driver perspective. Ride was a little bit bumpy, and they're hard to find in hybrid form. You can get plenty of Grand Highlanders, we'll find out here in a little bit, and the turbo only, all right? But for 2026, we just got news. And so I'm going to give you all the updates on the Grand Highlander for the new model year 2026. If you guys are excited for the Grand Highlander, it has proven to be a huge success for Toyota. It is now outselling the standard Highlander by leaps and bounds, even though both of them are made in Indiana. If you guys like the Grand Highlander, you enjoy this coverage, and make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more, and check out my review that I did last month with the family with the Grand Highlander. For 2025, the LE trim joined the lineup. When it launched, it only had an XLE as its base, but luckily Toyota included the LE as its base. I think you can get the Hybrid 2 in the LE grade, not the Hybrid Max, of course, just a standard hybrid that gets around 35 miles per gallon. It's a really good powertrain, a little loud, a little buzzy, but you live with it because hashtag MPG life. I don't know. That was most dad thing I think I've done. So let's get into this hybrid Nightshade. It's only available in the 2.5 hybrid. So you get 20-inch black alloy wheels with black lug nuts, black painted front grille and hood trim, black front and rear lower bumper, black mirror caps, door handles, and window trim, black badging on rear liftgate, black rear spoiler, black shark fin antenna, and black painted roof rails. On the interior of the Nightshade, you have leather trim seating with heated and ventilated front seats. You have matte gray metallic interior door trim panels and captain seat standard. You cannot get the Nightshade with a bench seat in the second row. It also comes standard with two 12-inch screens and the JBL audio. You get rain sensing wipers, front and rear parking assist, those are the parking sensors, proximity sensors, hands-free power liftgate, and puddle lamps. The only interior color is black leather for that Nightshade. These are going to be arriving at dealerships in the fall of 2025, these 2026 models. So now I'm going to get into the pricing versus 2025 models. How much have we seen increases? Because there are going to be increases. That's the nature of the beast, unfortunately, at this point. Cars just keep getting more and more expensive. All right, Abe's joining us for the pricing calculation. So we have essentially a $545 increase versus last year per trim level. Now, the one exception seems to be the Nightshade. Go figure, the cool Nightshade edition. It only comes in all-wheel drive. Now, previously from 24 to 25, there's about a $600 to $700 price increase from 24 to 25. We're seeing a $545 price increase this year. I mean, it's just kind of in line with what we're seeing in the industry, just price creeps. And this is inherently more expensive than most Toyotas. So we're seeing more than a $300-400 price increase here. Unfortunately, you're not getting anything for 2025. Oh, it might look a little small for you guys on the screen. Not really getting anything new for 2025. And, you know, in the press release for 2026, the only thing I know that's new for the Nightshade edition is a black badge overlay on this vehicle. Black badge overlay. And then the images don't show that black badge overlay for the 26 Grand Highlander. All right, we have that cement color here. So the price increases are just a way of the market. Now, what can we find these for on the market? We've seen discounts on the Grand Highlander, and I guarantee you're not going to, at least not yet. The Grand Highlander is still very production limited, especially the hybrids. And luckily you can, for example, you can single out the hybrids if you want to. There's only, look at this. This is crazy. I was just looking at Rogues earlier. There were like 1,800 Rogues in my area, and I know it's a higher volume selling vehicle, but not by much. The Grand Highlander, only 133 in my area. and 45 of the hybrid. I would say you're almost better off waiting for the Palisade hybrid to hit the market so you have some leverage. What else? Are there any other, like the Santa Fe hybrid? I know it's not as big, but at least you can get a 3-row hybrid. I looked at another 3-row hybrid, the Mitsubishi Outlander plug-in hybrid earlier. Again, way smaller than this, but at least has 3 rows. You can get those for the low 30s, and that's built in Japan. I don't know if that, means anything to you guys. It's just kind of a fun fact. So there are 3-row, and then the Mazda CX-90 and the CX-90 plug-in hybrid. Let me look at those. I know it's not the best vehicle, to be honest, the CX-90, but it handles really well. It's bigger than the old CX-9. But if you want something with electrification or something, there's not that many plug-in hybrid CX-90s, but there's going to be discounts on them. I guarantee it. $48K down from $51K. Still pretty pricey, but cheaper than, well, as we go back to the Grand Highlander here. I mean, to get your feet wet with a hybrid, front wheel drive, it's $44K. All right. I know we're looking at plug-in hybrids here. It's a little bit apples to oranges. Abe just wants to touch my keyboard right now. Hold on. Honda has no hybrids yet. Kia has no hybrids on the Telluride yet. Toyota's just has kind of this market, and they're crushing it. If you want a V6, you still have those options with Honda and the Telluride and the Palisade. And the CX-90 here, there's a lot of inline sixes, which is a pretty good powertrain. The transmission's not the smoothest. All right. Oh my gosh, you can get these for dirt cheap. Low 30s? Low 30s for a CX-90. If you're considering a Grand Highlander, absolutely check this out. I haven't driven a base CX-90, but the Pathfinders can also be had for the low 30s from Nissan as well. And that has a V6 instead of the Grand Highlander's turbo. And I'll take a V6 or an inline 6 over Toyota's turbo 2.4 any day of the week. That's just me. All right. The only way I'd be getting a Grand Highlander is if I can find a hybrid or a hybrid max without markups. All right. And that's going to be hard to do. All right. So I'm going to sign out there. The Grand Highlander, hard to get, especially the hybrids. Prices have gone up. There's nothing really new on it for 2026 except blacking out the Nightshade badge or something that we don't have images on. I'll see you guys in the comments. Let me know what you think about the Grand Highlander. It is still fantastic. It's still one of the best vehicles in the segment, but I still really only recommend getting the hybrid, and it's just so hard to get your hands on that. Hopefully Toyota can remedy that. Move the Highlander, the standard Highlander. What we're hearing they could do is move it to Kentucky, and that would give more production for the Grand Highlander, the TX, and the Sienna in the Indiana East and West plant. So we'll see. Time will tell. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll try to update you guys on all these new pricing announcements that are coming out for 2026 model year cars, not just from Toyota, Subaru, Nissan. They're all coming out right here this summer for 2026 for the most part. I'll catch you in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.